Hi guys, and welcome to Winds of Change. This game is made by Clays. He also made Major Minor that I actually played on the channel. I do want to replay that event. I want to play it again some more eventually, but still no internet, so I kind of have to wait on that. So I'm going to play Winds of Change. This is not a sequel in any way, shape, or form, as this has a completely different timeline. Anyway, had to briefly adjust the volume there because it was really loud in my ears. Anyway, let's hit a new game because I actually played this, but it's been some time, and I know that before I lost my internet, they didn't have an update for the rest of the game, because the rest of the game, as far as I'm aware, this game isn't complete. It was still in early access when I played it. So not all the voice lines are there. There weren't character portraits yet, and not everybody had an ending yet. So I'm gonna play as much as I can, up until I can actually update the game and complete it. Cause I don't know all the endings. I haven't even seen some of the characters because they didn't have portraits. But this game is really good. It's got full voice acting, well, almost full voice acting as it wasn't complete. The art is just beautiful, and I'm really excited to play this for you guys. All right, let's go to new game. Enjoy your adventure and choose wisely. In the world of Alestia, where the spirits reign supreme. It's so quiet.
The rebellion is in shambles. With the recent loss of their leader, they are struggling. But this defeat was not without a victory of its own. For in his final moments, he secured an artifact of great importance. This blade was paramount to the Triumvirate's leadership of Alestia. And without it, their tyrannical grip on the people would surely falter. Having no choice, they give their Grand Inquisitor one simple order. Destroy the rebellion and retrieve the lost blade of the Triumvirate. But Dormek, the new leader of the rebels, has set other plans in motion. Hiding the blade in Valinor, he is confident that it will be protected. This sheltered hamlet is now custodian to the weapon that would liberate the world. And so, it would be met with a gruesome fate by the Triumvirate and their Grand Inquisitor.
Well, there we go. This game has a great soundtrack, by the way. Winds of Change. This is a really good game. But I know I didn't read all the dialogue because there's little side things you could do. I was actually just kind of running through this for the majority of the achievements. So I wasn't really listening to all of the dialogue, especially towards the end. Enter or left click to advance text. Everything is burning. I can do little to stop it from spreading. An immense pain assaults my head, and I throw my face into my hands. The same question repeatedly plays in my mind. What am I doing here? I have no knowledge of what happened up until this point. My brain is struggling to fill in the blanks, but not gaining any headway. It's almost like, until this exact moment, I never existed. Then why is it now that cognition has found me? Was there something I could do to put out these flames? Or perhaps was I the cause of this inferno to begin with? A foolish thought, and one I'd throw away. If I was responsible, then I wouldn't feel this sense of dread, an emotion shared by those who stand beside me.
Come on, pick up the pace. If we waste any more time, we won't make it out alive. There's no way the Elder would let me let that one down.
I feel like she's escorting me, and I should follow her. Could it be that she's been tasked with my protection? I grasp at the straws that are the memories in my mind. I'm only able to latch onto one. It's the title that I go by.
Are you even paying attention?
This choice will determine your gender. I am female, so I'm the Cirrus.
What? I know who you are, Cirrus. Did you hit your head or something?
I don't know, maybe. She scoffs as she turns the other way. But I know she's right. I'm not taking this seriously. It feels like a dream, and I doubt that it's all happening. A few moments later, a sudden sensation startles me. There's a firm grip on my shoulder. We aren't alone. Underneath a veil of fright, I turn to greet the second stranger.
Valessa has our safety in mind, okay? Forgive her hot-headedness for me. Freedom isn't too much farther. We need to stay calm and think this through. Two girls like you, I'm sure you can come up with something. We'll be safe and sound before you know it.
We weave through the houses and alleys to remain unseen. Doing our best to be completely silent, we bring no attention to ourselves. The flames encourage our urgency, but we're careful not to be fast or reckless. Our silence makes everything else more prominent, however. The screams of those being slaughtered fill me with a feeling of disgust. We need to find cover, and Valessa points out a small alcove waiting nearby.
Look, they're dying because they panicked. We need to stay calm and think through this together. If we freak out, we'll only end up like them, you know?
She has a point. Our first instinct was to run, but so was theirs. We should let them face the brunt of this attack.
Sad. Wait, so we're letting them die to buy us time? Happy. Good idea. Let them soak it up for us. Neutral. There has to be another way to do this. I'm gonna go neutral. Because I am sad that if we chose that choice that they die to buy us time. I'm clearly not happy about this because I love the people in this town, I think. But I don't want people to die for me. But I know there really has to be another way to do this. I don't remember
I agree, Ulrich.
any of the choices.
We can't sacrifice everyone to buy time. I think the people of Valinor deserve far better.
Would you rather perish with them, Valessa? That's what'll happen if you go running out there. We're not equipped to handle this on our own. You have to remember what I'm doing here. It's my job to protect the both of you. Everyone else is expendable.
We got one big snarly boy here. My suspicions are correct. Ulrich is the one protecting us. But why exactly are we a higher priority than the civilians? I venture a guess that we're currently in this Valinor. The pain in my head pulses again, and I stumble back. As I let out a groan, Ulrich rushes over to my side. His exaggerated concern is now understandable.
It must be the smoke. Make sure to sit down. The lower you are right now, the better. Are you having trouble breathing?
I shake my head and let him know that it's not the smoke. We all know it ain't the smoke here. Nobody simply has a nice bod like that. This causes Valessa to chime in, voicing her concerns as well.
Yeah, something else is going on here. She's been acting strange for a while now.
Hey, I can't help it I'm strange.
Is there something you need to tell us?
I don't know what's going on right now. I can't seem to remember anything. Yeah, we're not entirely sure what's happening, and when we woke up, we really didn't remember anything.
Did some debris fall on your head back there? I'm starting to side with Valessa on this one. Come on, time to gear you up.
He steps away for a few moments and inspects the ground around him. There's a brief period where I can't see him, but he returns with a blade. The fire causes it to glisten, almost like it's begging me to take it.
I don't care what's going on in that head of yours, but it's not more important than your survival. We're all overwhelmed. It's not just you.
He holds out the blade, expecting my compliance. At this rate, it seems like fighting may be inevitable.
Take it. We won't be standing here forever. As soon as we leave this alcove, we'll be vulnerable. I can't take care of you all the time, you know.
We can either be sad about it and say I can't fight, I have no training, or aggressive. Of course, I'll defend myself as well. If you heard a knocking noise, I hit the bottom of my desk. I want to say we will be aggressive. Like, I know myself, I would defend myself in a situation like this.
Now that's what I like to hear. I'll feel better if you have something to fight with. Valessa has her daggers, but you had nothing.
All I had was hands. I grab the blade and swing it a couple times, testing its weight. It seems good enough for me, and I wouldn't have any problems using it. Though it was a far cry from the massive blade that Ulrich carried.
Now then, it's time to move. Seems like some of the noise has finally died down. We should start by investigating the town square.
Town square? He walks off, expecting us to follow along. But as I'm about to take a step, Valessa grabs my arm. The look on her face tells me something's wrong.
You're confused about all this, right? I bet you don't even know what being the Cirrus means. Or how we've known each other our entire lives.
Don't look so sad, Valessa. It's not a good look for you. I look at the ground in both shame and confusion. Why am I being so shameful about it? I have no idea. She's completely right. My head is a mess. As I try to think of an excuse, her response surprises me.
That's normal, but please listen. We only have a few moments before Ulrich notices we're not there. The Cirrus is special. You wield spirits to induce prophetic visions.
Ooh.
When you have these visions, you're unable to remember anything. When you wake up, you'll dismiss it as a dream and forget it ever happened. As your scribe, it's my job to help you take advantage of this.
Okay.
We have to follow Ulrich now, but know one thing. The way you're acting, I'm certain this is a vision. That means you can use it for information.
Ooh. Like a spy. She takes a few steps closer to me and grabs my hands. Staring right in my eyes, I notice a glimmer of hope shining within her.
I'm relieved. This means Valinor is still fine. When you wake up, use this vision to save everyone. It's your duty as Cirrus to ensure this doesn't become real.
She lets go of my hands and follows after Ulrich. Though it's hard to believe what she said, I'm less confused. I finally had a reason for why I felt so disconnected. But if this was a vision, then what would become of Ulrich and Valessa? Would all of this carnage be undone as soon as I woke up? What if they died? Or what if I died in this vision? I follow after Valessa, realizing I might never know. But a faint sense of determination rises up within me. If there was a chance I could stop this, I had to do it. This art is really good. In the present day, the Triumvirate conspires with their Grand Inquisitor, for the events that led to Valinor's destruction had yet to be set in motion. Sovi knelt before his masters, more eager to serve than he had ever been before.
Rise, Sophie, but please assure us of your certainty. We'd hate to act without knowing everything.
This is really cool.
The prisoner mentions Valinor over and over. The rebels are hiding something of importance there. Along with recent events, we can only surmise one thing.
The Blade of Exodus.
I am almost certain. But if that's where they've chosen to hide it, it means that our other target is also there.
Your compliance pleases us, Sophie. Your plan was risky, but it worked out in the end. A final interrogation would influence our decision further.
Alright.
You'd have me interrogate the prisoner once more. If I may be so bold, to what end do you request this?
Not you, Sophie. We want your apprentice to do this. It is time for him to prove his worth.
Ooh, boy, he's gotta prove. Their voices echoed loudly through their darkened chambers. It mattered not which triumvir spoke, for they were all of one mind. With a clear irritation in his voice, Sophie did his best to stay calm.
My apprentice? I've told you many times I want to work alone. It would be more efficient for me to do this myself.
Insubordination. This is unbecoming of you, Sophie. We demand that you obey.
I'm not a
The role
robot,
of
I
an
won't obey.
Inquisitor can be very dangerous. If we were to lose you, a replacement would be necessary. You must train this replacement while you still breathe.
As you command.
As you command, Megatron.